was Bonilla winning the throw-in for the Legacy. Strong defense from her so far. It's number 9 for the Legacy. Fred Cove clears that one. So almost 20 minutes into this one, and the Legacy has played defense for quite a bit of that. I'd say most of it, except for that one flash that they had. Both teams have really only had 1 or 2 really good scoring chances, I should say. Salvo had a great one, and then Legacy quickly turned that transition defense into offense. Bonilla fighting in the corner. And that will be a corner kick here for Salvo. Ballesta taking the corner kick here. That one launched up and just over the net. So they've had a few corner kicks. I haven't quite found a lot of traction on those yet. Sometimes it takes a couple reps, especially for the kicker for those set pieces. Treadle with it now. She's got speed. She's going to get the edge. Just takes that cross, gets it right back, and then gets taken down there by Becca Smith. But there you saw a perfect example of it. Tatum Treadle just burning the defense on the sideline. If you give her that much space, she's going to take it. She can outrun pretty much everyone here as she wins that corner kick for the Legacy. That one curled in. Header there, and that's a goal on the back post there for the Legacy. They take a 1-0 lead here as they open up the scoring off of a great set play. What a finish there. An absolute pure header right in the back post. Legacy takes a 1-0 lead again. They've taken a lot of pressure, but they're the ones that strike first. So how will Salvo respond now? They play the ball up the middle. That shot sailed over the net. I believe that goal was scored by Bella Meyer. I will double check that here when I can. But again, I mean, that
scoring for the St.
we'll
Croix
hear it over
Legacy,
the
number
PA.
6, Stella Nielsen.
I was completely wrong. It was number 6, Stella Nielsen. 2 or 3 good scoring chances, maybe 2, and then they capitalized on one of them. So that's how quick the game can change here as they play with a lead now. Collision there. That ball has to get played back to Gagne. Oh, and pressure on there. That can be the one scary thing there. That was Treadle putting on the pressure for the Legacy. You play that ball back to the goalkeeper, you better hope they're ready for it. And that one was about as close as you possibly could have wanted it. Gagne took a little bit too much time. I think that first touch that she had was probably stronger than she had expected it to be. And that's what gave Treadle that Time to close the distance, and like I was alluding to earlier, that speed does not take her very long to close gaps. Now played through the midfield. Bonilla working against Bielke. Eckerly sends it deep. And she knew it as soon as she left her foot. A little bit too much on that one, as we'll get a trio of subs coming in. Trying to catch them all before they come in. That's Emily Olsen coming in. And Brooke Nelson, number 14, coming in. Emily Olsen, number 4. I believe Brooklyn Bordson, number 7, also checking in. So some fresh legs here for the Legacy. Again, they can sub as much as they'd like here. Bielke now trying to set up Wildman. Wildman trying to turn the corner. And that will roll out of bounds there to concede a corner kick here. Ballesta in again to take the corner. That one curled in. Oh, it drops to a Salvo player, but she fanned on the first hit there. There was a lot of traffic, but you just never know, especially from that distance. This one played back to number 18. She lets it rip. That's Fiona Swarovski. Johnson now with it. Taken away. Salvo running downhill right now. Try to get it back up the middle. Looking for Ballesta. Fred Cove plays it back. That one taken by Smith. Good passing here by Salvo. Not trying to force anything. Wildman gives it off to Ballesta. Fighting to get it back. Tried to turn her hips on it, and she'll get the corner kick again. Those one-touch passes doing pretty well for Salvo. Legacy doing a good job of after Salvo gets those passes by, they're able to recover pretty well on those lanes that they don't have that much freedom from the pass. And that can be huge. This one crossed over to Wildman. That pass gets deflected. Goes into the middle now. That was Bordson with it for the Legacy that got fouled. We had a sub coming in. Sophia England for Salvo. And then for the Legacy, number 16, Annabelle Hillstrom checking in. You see there, that's number 20 going out. Riley Lajewski. That ball bouncing around. Legacy putting the pressure on it, and they'll let it roll out. They're going to get a corner kick here. Smart play by Brooklyn Bordson to know that who that was last off of is she lets that roll out for another Legacy corner kick here. This is how they scored their first one. Low-driven ball. Ooh, that almost deflects off a few players. Could have been some cheeky touches there, but Gagne grabs that and launches it up the middle. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Maddie Ishog. That through pass. A little bit too far in front of her teammate there for Salvo. They have to go back to Gagne now. They'll bring it out wide to Smith now. Trying to spring Wildman. Johnson chips that up. Good defense there and defensive positioning there by the defender for the Legacy. Wildman a lot to handle with her speed and her strength. Again, a pure goal scorer from her standpoint, so you got to play tough one-on-one defense there. They play it back to Johnson now. She pushes it up to the right side. Wildman gets that ball back. Looking for some help. Gets it up the left side. That's Fiedler trying to get it to the middle. We get a sub now coming in. Ainsley Allschmid checking in number 10 for Salvo. Actually, she'll get the ball right away, too. Cross that one up the middle. The defensive line steps up for the Legacy. That one sent in from Eckerly. And that was Brooke Nelson. Ridden off the ball, but that's a throw-in. So the Legacy keep it. Bariesta takes it and drops it off. That one taken right by Treadle. Treadle has some space. Looking to through ball there. We'll see who gets there first. It looks like Eckerly will just smartly let it roll out. Get some more subs coming in. Kylie Albert checking in. Ren Vandewalker checking in. And I'm certain I missed a few others. So just under 12 minutes left here in this first half. The Legacy on the board thanks to a nice corner kick finish on that back post from number 6, Stella Nielsen. And that's where we stand. Like I said, Salvo has done a great job putting the pressure on, just haven't been able to capitalize on anything. They've made Hadley Johnson work for it. That one played through the midfield. That one defended. Salvo really trying to cross those balls through the middle. But a lot of white jerseys are cutting those passing lanes off here. That one dangerous. And we'll get a whistle there. That was Bariesta. Leaking into the backfield there. But I believe she was offside, so Goalkeeper Johnson will take this for the legacy. That one coming all the way back. So we'll get a goal kick here. The pace. I like the idea, though. You just never know if that ball will take a deflection, or obviously it's been rainy out, so you never know how wet the ball is either. So turn around here for the legacy. We'll see if she can keep it in, and she won't. Just a little bit too much on that one. That was Ren Vandewalker. That ball deflecting off of Salvo. So we'll get a throw in here for the legacy. That one cleared up the middle. That one will sail wide, so Gagne will take the goal kick here. Approaching 8 minutes left and some change here. Salvo trying to find some space to break out here. Good ball up the middle. Trying to get it to Wildman. Good turn here. We'll see if she keeps it in. I think she will. She tries to cross it now. Looking for somebody on that back post. Legacy trying to clear that one. Good step over there. Takes a shot, but right into the arms of Johnson again. Hadley Johnson, certainly showing her defensive skills today. She's been tested early and often here against the Salvo offense. Check that last game there for Salvo. Again, they won big against Manitou FC, 6-0. Again, they were completely dominant there. Davy McKelkey had 3 goals. Oh, Wildman had 2 goals in that one. That one taken away, though, by the legacy. Trying to turn, take a shot, and I think that one, not deflected, but a tough shot with her turning around. That was Kylie Albert with the spin around shot there.
Yeah.
This played into the middle. They'll play it back to their goalkeeper. That one right to Vandewalker. That pass deflected. Good defense there by the Legacy to take that back. And that pass too much pace again there for, or they were looking for Kylie Albert up the middle. Again, if they can just weight those passes a little bit better, I think they have some really promising chances there. Nice flick up, looking to find her teammate in the corner. Help. She'll play it out to the corner. Sorry, I meant the sideline. But too far there for Smith. That'll be a foul there as Vandewalker just kind of gets thrown to the side off of that throw-in we'll see here on the replay. Just sort of tossed her out of the way there. So that foul was on Fiedler. For those that aren't soccer connoisseurs, you can't do that. This one played to the far side of the field. Priesta looking for Wildman up the middle. Kind of a miss clear there. Wildman still has it. Drops it off there. That one crossed. Good defense there, because if she had not touched it, there's absolutely a Salvo player on the back door there. Great cross from number 6, Maddie Ishog. But once again, the Legacy just gave a dangerous chance with some really good defense. More specifically, good defensive positioning. That deflected forward. Fiedler plays it to Priesta. Tries to get it to the middle. Missed clear there, but ball ended up staying with her anyway, so she's able to clear that anyways. Ball sails into the corner, and that will be a goal kick for Johnson. About a minute and a half here left. Has Legacy up 1-0 right now, thanks to Stella Nielsen. That one going out of bounds. A throw in for Salvo. Hins gets that one up the sideline. Good ball movement here. Bella Meyer trying to fight out of a double team. That was Annabelle Hillstrom with a great pass. It'll be a whistle there. I believe that was an offside position. About a minute here in stoppage time. Kanye drives this one down to the right side here. Good spin and turnaround there by Bielke. She still has it. Couldn't turn her hips enough on that one. As this last clear should about do it here for the first half. Johnson will send this deep. And the first half whistle blows as first half concludes here as the Legacy up 1-0 thanks to Stella Nielsen heading home the ball on that far post off of a Nice corner kick set piece from the Legacy. Again, up until that point, Salvo, it had been all Salvo SC with their attack. They had so many opportunities early on, especially with their good ball movement, but they just couldn't capitalize on anything. We'll check out a replay here of the goal. Great corner kick here. I believe that's Fred Cove with the kick. And just how you draw it up there, far post. She got up there as the first touch, and that was Stella Nielsen giving Legacy the only goal of the game. And like I said, it's been back and forth. Both teams have had good chances. Salvo doing a great job of moving the ball up those sidelines. They've got some speed. They've got a lot of great playmakers that they could get the ball to. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to keep trying to do that. There hasn't been very much middle for them, though. So when their cross passes are happening, they haven't been able to connect anything. And they've had quite a few corner kicks as well that hasn't, produced much traction. And as for the Legacy, they didn't necessarily win the possession battle, but they definitely capitalized when they could. And again, that's a huge part of the game as well. So I'll be interested to see how both of these teams tweak their game strategies at half here, as the Legacy up 1-0 thanks to Stella Nielsen off of a great corner kick finish. And we'll be right back with the second half here in a little bit on VAC TV. Don't go anywhere.
Support from local community sponsorships.
We'd never make a separate dinner. And never do that. We'd never let them sleep in our room. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris. Okay, well, I'm not at my desk right now.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
For more from Sesame Street, check out the PBS Kids video app.
Preserve those local events that last a lifetime. Visit the VAC TV store on your computer or mobile device to purchase school programs and community events. DVD, Blu-ray, and digital downloads are available. Make it easy and search for your program that you wish to purchase. Buying is convenient with multiple options at your disposal while checking out. Visit vactv.org/store today.
Dr. Dennis McDonough.
Two more times. Come on. It's gonna collect in some kind of a basin up here.
It is just an unbelievable experience and advantage that we're giving to kids.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Community Ed serves a great purpose in our community and helps keep families connected.
Community education has something for everyone.
I really love watching the kids improve.
You can do it! Nice job!
Come and see us at Community Ed for a good time for kids and families.
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
They're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I'm a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song. Wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
For more from Sesame Street, check out the PBS Kids video app.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing to keep us focused. A habit we never skip. To clear our minds and elevate our performance. But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Maybe you surround yourself with positivity. Or you need to center yourself. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body. It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without a high school diploma.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back here to St. Croix Prep Academy. I'm Pete Winslow on VAC TV. We are almost ready for second half action here between St. Croix Legacy and Salvo SC. The Legacy currently up 1-0 thanks to a great finish from Stellan Nielsen off of a corner kick from CJ Fredkove. Salvo has been all up in the offensive area for the Legacy. I mean, they've had a lot of great ball movement, a lot of great breakout plays in the midfield, which I think has really set them apart as far as their attacking. They just haven't been able to connect on anything, as Hadley Johnson has done a great job here for the Legacy, and then for the Legacy, they've done a great job of transitioning back from defense into offense. They've had some really nice strikes and some also close calls. So, I mean, this game really could be 3-1, 3-2, 2-2, who knows. But right now, as we stand, it's 1-0. Like I said, thanks to Stella Nielsen, as it looks like the Legacy are about to kick off here. That's Kenzie Jacobson, number 19 in the middle. She'll get things started here as the second half underway here between the Legacy and Salvo on Valley Access Channels. I'm Pete Winslow. Thanks for joining us here on a rainy, gray evening. It's cleared up a bit, though, so not as many umbrellas as there were to start the game. And weather is 51 outside, so again, a nice summer evening here in Minnesota. As this one gets played back up to the right. Now played for Smith. Alschmidt gets it back. Looking to move it to the left side. Englund now with it. Takes the shot up the middle. Deflected away from the goal thanks to a Legacy defender. That ball in the corner rolls out of bounds. That'll be a throw in here for Salvo. That one pops into the middle of the field. Now headed away. Oh, Good two-player touch there. That one finally gets away from the Legacy as it comes back to Gagne. Ballesta with it, trying to turn and burn. Does a pretty good job. Now Bonilla, though, getting the best of her as Marissa Bonilla gets shoved to the turf. So we'll get a free kick here for the Legacy. That one driven up the middle. Fortuitous bounce there, and Treadle just pulls that one wide of the post. What a tough-looking shot there for Tatum Treadle. She was very smart. She waited for that bounce to come down, kind of hopped over Smith, and then takes that off the left foot and just curls it past the post. What a shot there by Tatum Treadle. Oh, they had runners up the middle there, but that ball never goes through. That'll be a foul, looks like on Treadle, who was surprised it was called on her. So that'll be a free kick for Salvo. England now with it, pulls it back to her right. They tip it forward now. They have to play it back. That was Skorowski. And here the coach on the sideline for Salvo telling his team they need to build up some rhythm here. Just connect some passes, a couple easy ones, and build it from there here as Ballesta now brings it up. That one cut off there by the back line for the Legacy. That one last touching off of Ballesta. See that penalty from before. Yeah, must have been on the grab maybe from Treadle before she goes down. That's all I can think of. Gagne didn't field it cleanly, but there's also some contact, so that's probably why the play was whistled dead. But again, another close call. It's not the first time we've seen Gagne have a close call there. It'll be a whistle. Quick free kick there by Salvo. They want to keep the ball moving. They want to play up-tempo. Nice poke away there. Salvo will play it all the way back to Gagne now. They'll find England. Free ball comes out to the Legacy, and that one goes all the way through harmlessly to Gagne. Good turn there. Salvo looking for Fiedler. And that one rolls out of bounds. Salvo will go all the way back again. Potentially trying to change through. We'll see. Good hustle there by England to keep it in. Runs into a double team though, but that'll be a throw in for Salvo. Great job there by number 28, Sophia England. St. Thomas freshman. Hustling to keep that ball in. Fiedler now with it. Pulls it back. England puts it into the middle. Legacy off and running now. That one forced out. Thanks to Kenzie Jacobson getting the throw in for the Legacy. Bonilla will throw it in now. That one immediately played out. Ishog with it now. Pestered by two defenders. Treadle picks her pocket. Trying to fight her off. Miss hit there. Treadle takes a shot, and that deflects over the crossbar. I believe it took a deflection, so that should be a corner kick here for the Legacy as we'll check out that replay. A lot of missed hits and weird bounces, but again, that's part of the game as Eckerly pokes that one out of bounds. Corner kick here now for the Legacy. That one comes into the middle, punched away. Sent back in, and that'll be an easy catch there for Gagne. They're going fast. That one just missing. Barriesta. England throws it in. They'll cross field here. Lots of space, tons of space. That through ball, though, not enough, but it'll stay with Salvo on the sideline. Ishog now with it. Taking that free kick for Salvo.
Subbing in for Salvo, Riley Legowski.
That one just sailed high and wide there by Barriesta. She's done a pretty good job of working herself from left to right to create some space and sending some pretty good looking shots, honestly. That step over to just create a little window of space is huge here. And she hasn't dialed it in quite yet. But those can be dangerous. Good ball there up to Fiedler now. Great defense also, though, by number 9, Bonilla. Salvo will take another corner kick here. Now they have two players there. See who wants to take it. That's Barriesta and Fiedler. That one goes near post. Cleared once again. Legacy have not given up very much on those corner kicks. They've conceded quite a few, but hasn't been anything too dangerous from Salvo on their set pieces. Barriesta again trying to go back door, and it was right there for number 9, Caitlin Buelke. We'll check that replay out once again. That step over move. Fakes left, goes right. And that ball just missing off of an outstretched leg from Buelke. Buelke's been good as well, number 9 for Salvo. Tight defense here by the Legacy. Not giving up much space. That one chipped in. Another save there for Hadley Johnson. Johnson continues to hold it down in the back for the Legacy. That one out of bounds. We'll get a trio of subs again here. Olsen checking back in, Nelson
Subbing
checking
in for
back
St.
in.
Croix Legacy, number 14, Brooke Nelson. Number 4, Emily Olsen. And number 3, Faith Quinn.
And number 3, Faith Quinn. So they'll get it back. They'll work it down in the corner. Not enough on that cross, though. Lots of space here. England has it. Defended by Nelson. Finds a teammate up top. That's Fiedler with it. Johnson collects that one again. Just about 30 left here in this game. Still 1-0 thanks to Stella Nielsen and her finish off of a corner kick from CJ Fredcove. Here comes Salvo again. Takes a shot. That deflects. Shot from Olschmid. Deflects off a legacy player, so that'll earn them another corner kick. Barriesta with it. Keeps it on the ground, goes short this time. A little change of pace, but Legacy sniffs that out, keeps it in bounds. Great move there. They've got space up the sideline, and that one gets kicked out of bounds. Great move there. I believe that was Jacobson.
Subbing in for Legacy.
As she checks
number
out.
10, Brianna Henneman, and number 7, Tatum Treadle.
Brooke Nelson with the throw now. Gets it into number 7. Brooklyn Bordson. Ball down in the corner there. Looking for Meyer. Physical exchange there. Fredcove now with it. Tries to put it up the middle, and that gets deflected and picked off, but it goes out of bounds. So I believe that'll stay with the Legacy. Brooke Nelson in to throw it again. Good ball into the middle. Henneman has to try to cut that off. Ball still in play, though. Salvo working it to the right corner. Henneman on defense. Shot from the top there and deflected. So once again, another corner kick coming up for Salvo SC. Briesta sends this one into the middle. That one flicked back. England keeps it in. She'll load up and try to put it back into the middle again. And a shot and a goal there. Salvo pulls even here. Back line for Salvo, playing it up and out. England putting it up for Fiedler. Fiedler giving chase. Nelson defending for Legacy. That one curling in for Fiedler. But we got a whistle, so we'll wait to see what that is. I think there was some contact here after the kick. So it will be a free kick here for Salvo. We're feeling the momentum here after that goal by Eckerly. And a free kick from a pretty dangerous position here. About at the 10-yard line here for Ariesta. Just kidding, they go somewhere else. That was a shot there by Riley Lajewski. Johnson, though, starts to play again quickly. Legacy having a hard time getting it out of their own zone right now. Lajewski now with it. Double team poked out of bounds there by number 22, Emily Hins. Nelson puts that one up. There's a good lead pass there for Emily Olson, but she had to slow down to field that one, and that just gave the momentum to the defender as Gagne sends that one deep. Played back in, though. And that one popped up and over the bar. I was hoping Gagne had not gotten back to her line at that point. But that one too high regardless. Legacy trying to put a little pressure on the back line here. That one headed up by Nelson. That touch forward. Legacy will be the first ones to get there. Great move there to win a corner kick for the Legacy. Some dispute from the Salvo side, calling for a double touch there, but not how the ref saw it, so it looks like Emily Olson will step over it for the Legacy. Referee showing a yellow card. I'm not sure to who, but that will go against Salvo. So we'll resume play here. Emily Olson taking the kick. In once again for the Legacy. Ishag dishing it off to her right. She's waiting for a runner. Miss hit there. England. I thought she was going to curl it left, and that ball actually curled back right, and that was a lot closer than a lot of people thought, I think. Almost found that top right corner. That was a great shot there. Look at the replay. Thought she was going to really curl it left, and then it curls back right, and it just misses the top right corner of the net. Back to live action here. Legacy trying to work the ball up the middle. She's got some space. Didn't connect there on that through ball. That's kind of been the story, I feel like, for the Legacy so far post goal. They've had some really nice looking breakout plays up the middle of the field, but they just haven't been able to connect those through balls. Again, they have the speed to do it. Be a foul there against Salvo. They have the speed to do it. They just haven't put the correct amount of pace on the ball to connect it to those runners. That ball coming up the middle. Popping around, cleared now by Salvo. Johnson now, all the way back to her, has to touch it. That one stolen, and that'll stay with Salvo by Wildman. Check that. That'll go back to the Legacy. So as of right now, Nelson to throw it in. That one flicked out of bounds. We get a sub now. Kylie Albert checking in for the Legacy. That was number 2, Amara Smith, getting a breather. Brooke Nelson now will take another throw in here. Wildman heads it right back to her so that she'll set up and do it again. Wildman cuts that off. Fiedler now with it. She's pressed there by Emily Olson. And that'll be a foul going against the Legacy, so we'll get a free kick for Salvo. They go quick. They'll play it up the sideline. Let's see, number 16, Annabelle Hillstrom checking back in. So the Legacy rotating in fresh legs regularly here. Salvo not subbing quite as much. We'll see if that means anything here in the last 16 minutes-ish of play. Salvo and Legacy tied 1-1 in the first half. Stellan Nielsen finished a goal, or finished a corner kick to the far post. And that gave the Legacy a 1-0 lead in the second half here. Lauren Eckerly finishes one to pull the game even. Emily Hins now to take the free kick. She drives it up the middle. Nelson plays it. Good move there. Puts it up the middle. She's got a runner. That one just out of the reach of Bordson. England has this ball. She'll restart play up the sideline. She gets it to Smith. Gets taken though. Bordson was pestering the defense there. Bordson in on that one again. Legacy doing a lot more pressuring, really getting to the ball carrier. They played off a little bit for most of the game, but now putting the pressure on, trying to make them make a mistake in the back line. Because they want to transition from defense to offense, and as that one skips by the Legacy player, but it falls to Nelson. Nelson can't connect with a player running down the sideline. That'll trickle out of bounds though. Wildman works out of some physical play there, but that gets taken at midfield by the Legacy. Free ball there. She's off and running, takes a shot, and that curls right. That was number 7, Brooklyn Bordson. Eckerly, the goal scorer now. Plays it up the middle. Bit of a mix-up there. And looked like England there got it all wrong. The left foot. She knew it again as soon as it left her foot. But that home run ball up the middle looked quite promising for Salvo. Four subs about to check in here for the Legacy. As we're just a little bit under 12 minutes left here in this game, give or take. Legacy and Salvo locked in a 1-1 tie. Pete Winslow, thanks for joining us on VAC TV for the St. Croix Legacy game. Wildman with it, gets it to the corner. That gets crossed to the far post. Great save there, though, by Hadley Johnson. Again, she's been so solid tonight for the Legacy. That one punted up the middle.
Good.
Headed up, forward. Bordson gets it. Comes right back, though. Olschmidt drops it off for Ishog. Lajewski up the sideline now. Defended well there by the Legacy. They poke it forward. A lot of back and forth here in the midfield. Wildman takes a shot right into the chest, though, of Johnson. Now another player added to the sub list here, so 5 new players. I shouldn't say new players. 5 players checking back in for the Legacy here as soon as they are able to. England puts the ball up to the left. Across the field. Put that ball back up into the arms of Johnson again. Johnson will take her time here, letting her teammates set up, moving forward. Legacy has had some pretty nice plays here off of things like that. They flick it forward. Just like that, they're off and running with some space here. Good ball into the back. That's number 12, Albert. Out to the middle, just tailing away from her. She stays on it, though. And I believe that wins the corner kick.
Olsen! Emily! Brooklyn!
That was Bordson, as we'll finally get the sub whistle. Yeah, that's Brooklyn Bordson. That one just tailing away from her. But does a good job to use the body here so she doesn't lose position and just chips it off the defender. Not sure who it touched off of, but it was off of one of those two. And that'll be a corner kick here for the Legacy. Like the 82nd minute here, almost. That one curling in. That one played back. Good job to win that back. I believe that's number 6, Stella Nielsen, the goal scorer. Buelke checking back in for Salvo. And number 15, Jenna Malloy, coming back onto the pitch. Bonilla throws it in. That gets headed away. Malloy pushes it forward. Fiedler leaves it off for England. Legacy really pressuring now, making it tough on the Salvo back line. Which again, just trying to force turnovers or some free balls that they could maybe pick off and start going the other way with it. Again, you've seen the transition game work out pretty well for them as far as their speed and their body positioning. That gets played up the sideline there for Wildman. That goes through everybody, somehow misses everybody. Kept in, though, by Buelke. Legacy looking to break out here as the next game will be against MN Bliss FC at St. Croix Prep here on June 4th. It's actually on my birthday, so I won't be calling that one. But like I said, we've got all of the Legacy and Legends action for you all season. So we love being here and calling their games. So you can catch all the action for them on VAC TV here. Get a whistle here. So we'll get a redo on the throw in, and they do. That one deflected out. Kept in, though, by Ishog. That doesn't go through. Still able to work around it. Just losing her defender. Great job by her. But now the Legacy control it. About 5 minutes left here in this game. That ball through and smartly played out of bounds there from Hins. So that'll be another goal kick for Hadley Johnson. Played back to the back line for Salvo. Played up the middle now. And deflected out. That'll be out of bounds. Last touching off of Salvo. See if Legacy wants to push the tempo here. In these last 4-ish minutes. Oh, good play there by Wildman as we'll get a whistle here. She made the assist on that first goal. That blocked there by the back line for Legacy. Treadle giving chase. Again, just like in that first game, all she needs is one good fast break and she's gone. Wildman with it. Oh, sorry, that's Ishog. Cleared, though. That one curling away from Johnson. I think that hopped over her, so that'll be a goal kick. Had to make a diving save just in case. So she had to dive to her left there on a... what seemed like a hopeful shot from far out. Curled in, made it a little closer than you thought it would be. Johnson drives this one towards the left side of the field. Flicked forward. Treadle flicks it forward. They're going to have to play it back to Gagne, who feels like she hasn't had very much to do recently. Again, they got to be really careful when playing it back to your goalie at moments like this. That ball's still in. Curls in. Taken there by England. It'll be a throw in here for Bonilla. Ball still in. Played up the sideline there for Jacobson. Bonilla will throw it back in, maybe looking down in the corner for Jacobson. Players not on the same page there as tomorrow on VAC TV Sports. The Ledges will take on River Light live at 7 p.m. We'll have action for you there. As the Legends take on River Light. That ball out of bounds, so that'll stay with the Legacy. We're under half a minute now, depending on how much stoppage time we're going to get here. Again, no overtime, so things could potentially end in a tie here. Now they play it on that right side. Oriesta with it. Crosses that up in the middle. Takes a flick to the side. And that gets cleared. We'll see how much time. I guess I didn't hear how much extra time there will be. We'll see. Probably not much. Wildman turns. Gets it up the middle. Sounds like there will be at least a minute. Again, not very many stoppages in this one. They play that ball into the corner. She's got time. She crosses it up the middle. It takes some deflections. That one deflects up. They've got a runner. They've got Treadle. Gagne has to play back. Treadle on a fast break now. Has one to beat. Takes a shot, and that's a goal! Tatum Treadle might have just won this game for St. Croix Legacy. Are you kidding me? One transition, I said it earlier, is all they need. What a great pass there to set Treadle up. And again, she was running out of space up that sideline. And off of a sharp angle, beats Gagne to put it into the far right part of the net. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Legacy lead 2-1. Game not over yet, though. They still got to play this out and finish it out. And that is the whistle, ladies and gentlemen. I got to think we interviewed Tatum Treadle last week. She might be the one to interview this week for our player of the game. As the Legacy, again, win a nail-biter in like the last 30 seconds of the match. They win this one 2-1 against Salvo. Great match from Salvo. As we'll check out that replay once again, I mean, what a great pass there. And she was off and running. She waits for her defender and just chips it up at a tough angle going opposite post as she buries that to give the Legacy the lead and the win. Like I said, both teams wanted to play out in transition and created some really, really solid chances on both ends. And goalkeeper for Legacy, Hadley Johnson, was tested tonight, but she did a great job holding it down in the back as well. As you get a look at it, a very excited Legacy as they go to 2-0. Salvo, I see, dropping to 1-1. So we'll check out some highlights from the game here. That was Jacobson on that far right side. She tries to get it to the middle, and again, that was one of the earlier transition strikes there. This is that goal Fred Cove finds Stellan Nielsen on the back post. That made it 1-0. A great set play there. And then this close one, there was a couple close calls when they would go back to Gagne. There was another one for Tatum Treadle. Playing it off the bounce. Game got a little physical as well. Treadle actually getting called for the penalty on that one, even though she went down. Ariesta just barely missing Buelke. That's maybe one of the best chances we saw. And then the one goal here. Great finish there by Eckerly from England. England hustled over to keep that one in and crossed it back. And then here it is. The game-winning goal. Tatum Treadle outruns everyone and still has to finish an incredible shot into that far post as the Legacy win this one 2-1. So we're going to head out to a quick break, but when we come back, hopefully we'll find player of the game. We're hoping for Tatum Treadle here as she scored the game winner in back-to-back weeks. So we'll be right back here on VAC TV. Don't go anywhere.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. We'd never make a separate dinner. And never do that. We'd never let them sleep in our room. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris. Okay, well, I'm not at my desk right now.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always
The program did.
It's pretty cool.
I was thinking more PK, so I ran PK, jumped in front of the defender, and it kind of hit off my head to my shoulder in the back post.
I mean, it was a perfect run, and it looked like you were pretty much uncontested on that shot, so I think it was CJ that kicked it in, just found you, and it was bang, bang. I mean, just how you drew it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so talk about, I mean, what an exciting finish, right? Tatum gets that goal. And again, even last week when we covered this game, it went down to the final minute again where Tatum put in another one. So talk about this team's resiliency. I mean, you guys led for most of the game. You gave up a lead, but then fought back. I mean, you just never know with this team, as far as how you guys show resilience at the end of the game. Like, you have to play till the end of the whistle.
Yeah, a lot of our whole team has so much energy. We knew coming into the half that the other team was going to come out very aggressive and trying to attack our neck, but we never gave up. And big shout out to our defensive line. They never lost a battle. They fought till the end. Same with our goalie too. So we just never gave up. We were always keeping each other up and just telling each other good job. We never say anything negative. It's always positive.
And talk about your guys' speed. I talked to your coach about this in the beginning of the game. It always just seems like you guys have tons of speed, whether you're subbing in and out. It doesn't matter. Everybody's got a really high motor. How does that help you guys, especially towards the ends of the games?
It's a great way to win a lot of 1v1s. We take players a lot down the line to get crosses in, which really helps. We have a lot of speed up top.
And then you talked about your defense. I mean, we got to talk about Hadley Johnson in net.
Yes.
I mean, she was tested over and over and over again. I mean, Salvo's got a great offensive unit. But Hadley, I mean, it felt like every time that they were bearing down on her trying to set something up, she came up with a save. So talk about her because, like I said, both goalies you guys have were stellar so far this season.
Yeah, Hadley at practice, she's always putting in her best effort. We only have one keeper right now, so she's always getting those reps.
A tough day for weather-wise, but I mean, St. Croix always has a great showing of fans, and you can just kind of feel the love from the community. What does that feel like for you, especially in your first year?
Yeah, as a player, it's great. To hear the support from the bench, and same with the parents as well. Everyone comes out, rain or shine, every game. So it's great.
Well, congratulations on 2 very exciting wins. Stella Nielsen, one of the goal scorers tonight. Congratulations. We look forward to covering you guys the rest of the season, and good luck.
Yes, thank you.
You can watch us and all the rest of the games for the Legends and the Legacy here on VAC TV. I'm Pete Winslow. Thanks to the crew, and we'll see you next time.